Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. It's time for another wild ride through the wonderful world of Guinness World Records. Get ready, because we're about to dive into a countdown of the top 10 craziest, most unbelievable records ever set. We're talking things that'll make you say, no way, that can't be real. Seriously, you gotta see these to believe them. We've got feats of strength, endurance, and just plain old weirdness that'll blow your mind. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let me know in the comments which record you think takes the cake for absolute craziness. Let's do it! Alright folks, strap yourselves in because we're kicking things off with a record that's not for the faint of heart. I'm talking about the longest fingernails ever grown. We're not talking about some casual, I haven't clipped my nails in a week kind of length. Oh no, we're talking decades of dedicated growth here. Can you imagine the commitment? The sheer willpower it takes to resist the urge to trim, to file, to just scratch an itch without taking out an eye? These folks are living proof that patience truly is a virtue. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Imagine trying to do everyday things like, I don't know, typing an email or opening a bag of chips with those bad boys. Talk about a challenge. And forget about trying to rock a pair of gloves. But hey, who needs practicality when you've got Guinness World Record-breaking fingernails, right? These folks are proof that beauty, or at least dedication, truly is pain. And speaking of pain, can we talk about the potential for breakage? One wrong move and snap? That's gotta hurt. Hats off to these brave souls for their commitment to nail-growing excellence. You guys are truly an inspiration, even if I need a whole bottle of hand sanitizer just thinking about it. Next up is a record that's all about pushing the limits of human endurance. And maybe a little bit of pain tolerance too. That's right, we're talking about the most tattoos done in 24 hours. Now, I'm no stranger to a little ink myself, but even I have to draw the line somewhere. Can you imagine the buzzing, the stinging, the sheer monotony of sitting in that chair for a full day while someone goes to town on your skin? And let's not forget about the artist. Talk about a workout for the wrists. I get tired just signing autographs after a show. This record isn't just about the physical toughness, though. It's about the mental game, too. It takes a special kind of person to endure that level of discomfort for that long. And the artist? Well, they've got to be at the top of their game, too. We're talking precision, stamina, and a whole lot of creative juice to keep those designs fresh all day and night. I gotta hand it to both the artist and the canvas in this scenario. You guys are absolute rock stars. I'm feeling the burn just thinking about it. Get ready to have your minds blown, folks, because this next record is seriously next level. We're talking about the fastest 100-meter dash on all fours. That's right, no fancy running shoes or high-tech starting blocks here. Just pure, unadulterated human meets animal athleticism. I can barely walk in a straight line after a few cups of coffee, and these folks are out here breaking speed records like it's nothing. And can we talk about the training regimen for this one? I bet it involves a lot of crawling around, maybe chasing squirrels in the park. I can just picture it now. Excuse me, ma'am, just doing my daily 100-meter squirrel sprint, no need to be alarmed. But seriously, the dedication and sheer weirdness required to even attempt this record is mind-boggling. It's like something out of a superhero movie. I wouldn't be surprised if these folks could climb walls and dodge bullets in their spare time. They're basically real-life ninjas, but with, you know, less stealth and more public sprinting on all fours. All right, everyone, get ready for a record that's both impressive and, slightly disgusting. It's time for the biggest bubblegum bubble ever blown. Now, I consider myself somewhat of a bubblegum aficionado. I mean, who doesn't love a good piece of Hubba Bubba every now and then? But these folks take bubble blowing to a whole new level. We're talking jaw-dropping, eye-popping, is that thing gonna pop? Levels of bubblegum mastery. I can barely get a decent bubble going without it popping in my face. And these folks are out here inflating balloons bigger than my head. It's incredible. I bet they've got all sorts of secret techniques, like special breathing exercises and maybe even some kind of top-secret bubblegum recipe passed down through generations. And let's not forget about the lung capacity. To blow a bubble that big, you've got to have some serious wind power. I'm getting lightheaded just thinking about it. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next record is not for the squeamish. Get ready for the most swords swallowed simultaneously. Yes, you heard that right. Swords swallowed at the same time. Even thinking about it makes my stomach turn. I mean, we've all accidentally swallowed a bug or two in our time, but this takes things to a whole new level of internal acrobatics. How do they even practice for something like this? Okay, Steve, start with one butter knife, then work your way up to a spatula, and maybe by next week we'll try a letter opener. It just boggles the mind. And the precision required is insane. One wrong move and, well, let's just say it's not pretty. These folks are walking, talking, sword-swallowing miracles of nature. And I, for one, am perfectly content to watch from a safe distance with a bucket handy, just in case. You guys ready for a record that's just plain bizarre? I'm talking about the heaviest weight lifted with eyelids. You heard me right, eyelids. Now, I'm no stranger to a good eye roll, but this takes eye-related strength to a whole new level. I can barely hold my eyelids open after a late-night monologue, and these folks are out here hoisting barbells with their peepers. It's unbelievable. I can't even imagine the pain tolerance involved in this one. Just thinking about the pressure on those delicate little eyelids makes me want to wince. And the technique. Do they have to, hook the weights onto their eyelashes? Or is it some kind of suction situation? I have so many questions. But one thing's for sure. This record is not for the faint of heart or the weak of eyelid. All right, fitness fanatics, this one's for you. Get ready for the longest time spent planking. Now, I've attempted a plank or two in my day, but usually I end up collapsing after about 30 seconds, gasping for air like a fish out of water. But these folks, they're built different. They're planking machines holding that pose for hours on end with smiles on their faces. I mean, how is that even possible? It defies all logic and reason. Their core strength must be out of this world. I bet they could get a six-pack just by thinking about planking. And the mental fortitude. Can you imagine the boredom, the burning muscles, the sheer agony of holding that position for that long? It's mind-blowing. Get ready for a messy one, folks. It's time for the most watermelons smashed. With the head. In 1 minute. Yes, you read that right. Heads. Watermelons. Smashing. This is what I live for, folks. This is what the Guinness World Records is all about. Pure, unadulterated watermelon smashing mayhem. I can barely eat a slice of watermelon without getting it all over my face, and these folks are out here pulverizing dozens of them with their skulls. The sheer force, the determination, the potential for a sticky, messy disaster, it's all so incredibly entertaining. And can we talk about the aftermath? I bet those folks are finding watermelon chunks in their hair for weeks. All right, fashionistas, this next record is for you. Get ready for the tallest mohawk on the planet. Now, I've rocked my fair share of hairstyles in my day, from the classic Jimmy to the infamous tight curls, but a mohawk this tall? That's a whole other level of hair commitment. I can barely get my hair to stay in place with a gallon of hairspray, and these folks are out here defying gravity with their towering tresses. It's incredible. I bet it takes them hours to style that thing every morning. We're talking scaffolding, hairspray reserves, and maybe even a team of tiny little construction workers to get the job done. And don't even get me started on the wind resistance. One gust of wind and that thing's gonna take flight. And last but not least, we've got a record that's all about pushing the limits of, well, layering. Get ready for the most t-shirts worn at once. Now, I'm a big fan of a comfy t-shirt, but this takes things to a whole new level of cozy chaos. I mean, how many t-shirts can one person even fit on their body? It's like a human game of Tetris. I bet it starts off easy enough. 1 shirt, 2 shirts, 3 shirts. But then things start to get real snug. You've got sleeves bunching up, necklines getting tighter and tighter, and probably a whole lot of sweating going on. And the heat! Can you imagine the sauna-like conditions under all those layers? It's amazing they don't spontaneously combust. Give it up for yourselves, everybody. You just survived the top 10 craziest Guinness World Records. I hope you had your snacks ready because that was wild, even for me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on more unbelievable countdowns. Now, I'm dying to know, which record would you attempt or never ever try in a million years? Let me know in the comments. And if you're hungry for more mind-blowing records, and really, who isn't? Be sure to check out the official Guinness World Records website. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Until next time, stay curious, stay amazed, and keep on breaking those records.